EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, Venerable. First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside Venerable Soldiers. Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf. 36. Check. Lucky. 25. Check 25. Bang.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones buying time to his left. And he will score. And score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike, 45. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 45's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Kill. Sponge. No. Motion.
They'll run on 1st down. Emery, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
All 52.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want done. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Here's Jones off the play fake. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Pilot, 64, weak. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Lamb. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
But that return...
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This complete to Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it. Hey, Delta. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Rabbit.
Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Emery. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. No. Me. Middle. Set 33. Here we go, D. Hey, orbit. Me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Emery. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ringo. Alert! Showing it. X3, 218, chopper.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run. This is Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first.
It is 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off play action, Jones. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Set, ready, 8, read. Slam. 80 whack. Leo. Bud. Get it.
Now Jones, off play action, and off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. He's got it at the 15, and down to the 11. A big play there just before halftime, 45 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So a very tight first half. We head to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, fellas.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check. 56.
They'll run on first down. Emery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
45. Hey, home. Mike, 45.
On second and 11 now. Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Jones now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Check. Cross.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. This one caught by Ridley. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Jones has it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to throw. Jones. And he will find Ridley on the left side. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On first down, Whittington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Jones now. Going to throw again. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. 45's the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check, 40. Alert. Check, 45's the mic. Check pass, check pass. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill.
Heights 3, 218, chopper.
Twist.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Emery. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Blue draw Corkers.
Kill. Hey, watch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Emery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
45 the mic. Check pass.
Hey, seam 6.
Check Mike 45. Come on, dude. 45. Mike 45. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 45's the mic. Know your job.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 36 yards on the play. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Another try for Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Go. 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic on Yarner.
Now.
Here's Mixon. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch 88. Watch 88. Watch tight.
Smooth.
Watch tight. Tight is.
Half.
Check Mike 45.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Jonah, 8 read.
You got nothing to do.
Guard. Hurry.
Pick it.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On third down, Mixon. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal. They'll run with Mixon. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta,